Hi everybody, this is Will Bowen with today's Jumpstart. Well, today I'm coming to you from Miami, Florida. And you're probably thinking, if you watched a lot of these, wow, does he just go to cool places and get to go to Florida in the wintertime? No, I with all the traveling I do, which is awesome, carrying the complaint-free message to audiences around the world, it's really cool that I do get to go to some places like this. And what I usually do is I linger for a few days. That gives me an opportunity to shoot the jump starts. The other ones that you see with the, right now, a red background, although I'm working to change that, those are done in my home studio. So, 1 Corinthians 13. By the way, it's 6 a.m. here, and I'm on Hollywood Beach, Florida, and there are people everywhere. It's so cool to see people up and out and exercising first thing in the morning. 1 Corinthians 13. We're getting close to the end, actually. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child, and I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. I talked like a child. I love this particular passage because this opened something up for me, and that was that truly it's self-evident obviously, but it struck a chord for me, and that is that as people we are really like waves here in the ocean, and we start out as little waves, and then we become bigger and bigger waves. What we are as people doesn't really change, but what we are emotionally and psychologically changes very much. Some studies say now that our brains don't fully develop until we're 28 years old. 28 years old. What I've noticed, and you probably have too, is that there are still a lot of people who talk like a child. A child demands things. It doesn't go out and work for things. A child is petulant. A child can be moody, wanting what it wants and only what it wants. And this is a reminder from the Apostle Paul that we need to grow up beyond that. When I was a child, I talked like a child, and I thought like a child. I think that I should just have this. This should be given to me. I am a victim of what is happening to me. Now, admittedly, I understand, and I was there too, before you make a comment. You don't need to remind me that some children are victims, okay? There's nothing they can do, and things happen to them. But what I'm saying is that this internal dialogue that says, I deserve to be given rather than to go out and get, is very common. A lot of people never outgrow it. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. In other words, I didn't have the capacity to step beyond a very narrow constraint in my reasoning. It was basically my way, and everybody else was wrong. A lot of adults, again, continue to be that way. And I love this because Paul then admonishes them by saying, but when I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. Not until we put the ways of childhood behind us do we truly become adults. I'm getting close to 60, and there's a lot of people that I see that are my age are still pretty childish. And notice, there's nothing wrong with being childlike. Being childlike is wonderful. Having reverence and looking at everything with awe and seeing, no barriers, Racism is taught to children. Children are not inherently racist. No more so than if you put a group of puppies down, they're all just going to play together. That's kids. So, today consider, where in your life are you still being childish? Where are you still wanting what you want rather than going out and getting it? It's amazing how you change when you step into adult skin. Have a good day, and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.